trail maintenance and respect for land normally boil down to picking up some garbage and putting in a fence or two. Today, outside of Fillmore, Utah, thoughts of rider safety and environmental preservation are on the minds of these riders as they spend their Saturday morning getting dirty. But this service project actually goes beyond just conservation and trail maintenance.
We're in Fillmore, Utah with the Sand Rock Ridge Riders ATV Club. We're going to install 2 bike guards so that the ATVs can go through the fences without having to open gates and take a chance on leaving them open.
So when the cattle's in certain areas, they don't have to open and close gates. We don't have to worry about people leaving gates down and the cattle's getting into a place they're not supposed to be.
Local ranchers who depend on cattle grazing often have land that crosses public right-of-ways. If gates are left open by passing motorists, either because they are unaware of the importance or just aren't paying close enough attention, cattle can wander off and become lost. This can lead to a substantial loss in time and money for the ranchers. To avoid causing problems for their neighbors, the Sand Rock Ridge Riders Club is placing cattle guards on 2 of the major trails so riders and ranchers can have their ride and keep the cattle safe too. A few hours of work from the dozen or so volunteers who have given up their Saturday to bury tie rods and drill grates into place quickly pays off. By removing the necessity of opening and closing gates, the fear of wandering cattle is removed, much to the joy of local ranchers and cattle owners. Fillmore is home to the upcoming National ATV Jamboree, with Sand Rock Ridge Riders doing the lion's share of the work to put it on, like they have for the past 21 years. Riders come from as far away as New Jersey and even Europe to enjoy one of the largest ATV events in the world. Projects like the one this morning will help make rides easier for those coming to the Jamboree and for future visitors to the Pavant Mountains. The club and Jamboree officials learned the hard way that it's best to be proactive in looking after off-highway trails.
In 2001, an environmental group took the Jamboree to federal court, tried to shut it down. And afterward, we asked the attorneys what there was that we could do that would keep the trails open, and they said to organize. Our ATV club is dedicated to doing things to keep the trails open. We have almost 200 members, and we get large turnouts to do things because we feel like we enjoy the trails. We need to do something to pay back for being able to use those trails.
It's a good deal for the club to do, and it just shows that a lot of the riders care about people's property and just make the trails a lot more accessible for people.
Today's volunteers are the first of many that will be using these new guards while traveling through the north end of the Pavant. The club has proven that respecting the land means respecting everyone who enjoys it, be they on ATV, hiking by 2 legs, or grazing on 4. From the Trailhead, I'm Steve O'Neill.